anything can happen during week 1. We don't know.
I think that's what we should title week 1, the video. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
What's good? Say what's real, crew. I'm Nick.
Go Bucs. I'm Lawrence.
And welcome back. This is finally our week 1 NFL talk. We're going through all the games. Well, almost all of them. But we're going through all the games, give our opinions on them. We're going to start with Patriots and Raiders. Kind of boring, but go ahead, man.
Kind of boring.
Yeah, that shit kind of boring, bro.
Oh, my God. The Mike Rabel and Pete Carroll regime begins for the Patriots and the Raiders here. 2 new head coaches here. And, hell, maybe 2 of the sleeper teams in the AFC right off rip. Week 1. You know what I mean? This is actually, to me, a tough game to predict, in my opinion. Week 1, we don't know what we're going to get out of these teams. Drake May looked pretty good at the end of the season last year. He gets a number 1 receiver in Stephon Diggs now. Their defense is going to be even more, is going to improve more with Mike Vrabel as the head coach.
Yeah.
On the other side, you got Geno Smith now with the Raiders. You got Ashton Jeanty in his first real NFL game here. Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers, the best tight end in football. And you got their new head coach and Pete Carroll, who you already know, he's energetic. He's fired up, man. And you got some new defensive players over there for the Raiders as well. We're going to see what they got. Jamal Adams and Devin White. Come on now. So we're going to see, obviously, they got Max Crosby, one of the best defensive ends. So right now, this game is tough for me. If I had to call it right now, I'm going to go with the New England Patriots to win this game.
Okay.
I'm going to pick the Patriots. I just feel like there's going to be a lot of hype towards the Raiders this season, especially with Jeanty. I just can see Drake May and Stephon Diggs having a great game. I don't know if the Raiders are going to be able to stop that connection. I feel like this could be an underrated game for Stevenson and Davion Henderson, and they're going to find a way at the end to pull this out with a score of, I'll go 24-21 Patriots.
All right. Great points. But I'm going to roll with the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we don't know what Drake May is yet. So I can't put him over Geno, even though Geno's not the, best quarterback and nothing like that. But I'm always run with the veteran before the rookie if we haven't seen the rookie do anything yet. He played a couple games last year, but that's not the Patriots that are the Patriots now. So Jeanty is the make or break. If he comes out flat, definitely the Patriots going to get it. I do like the playmakers on the Raiders. I like Jacoby Myers. I like Brock Bowers. I think Brock Bowers is going to be even better with a better quarterback. Like, think about it. He did that with Gardner Minshew last year. You see what I'm saying? Now he's going to have Geno Smith. So I like that. I think Max Crosby is going to do good because we didn't forget that offensive line was bad in New England last year. We didn't forget that. And Mike Crosby should eat. And we don't know how Drake May is going to react to that much pressure. So key points in that one. So I have to say Patriots, I'm going to give them, 17 points, and I'm going to give the Raiders like 24. I say 17-24 Raiders.
We'll see. I'm not a believer in the Raiders' defense. Jamal Adams and Devin White, I don't know about that one. They might get cooked.
All right. Dolphins and Colts. I don't even know. So if I had to just jump out the gate, I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with Tua. We have to see how Tyreek Hill does. Like, is he locked in or is he bullshitting? If he's locked in, I think it would be no problem for them to take care of Daniel Jones and the Colts. One, I don't know if they have any corners that can recover Waddle and Hill. And I love Achane coming out the backfield if he's healthy. But Achane, I just think the offense would be too much for the Colts, and I think Danny Downs would make too many mistakes. Simple as that. I just cannot If I had to put money on this, I could not put it on the Colts, bro. Danny Dimes, hell nah. Hell nah.
This is probably one of the easier games to pick this week. Dolphins win this game. Wouldn't be surprised to win it by 10. Anywhere from 10 to 2 touchdowns, honestly.
Yeah.
Just because I think Tyreek Hill's going to be locked in. He has no choice. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to point out certain things, but this man just got taken to the woodshed by his ex-wife. She took a lot from him.
Don't do that.
So I'm going to be honest with you. He's going to need to play well. He's going to need a new contract after this to support her now. So it's gotten out of hand for Tyreek Hill. I think we get a very motivated Hill because he got to be motivated to keep making some good bread. I think Jalen Waddle's going to do his thing. I like their third receiver, Malik Washington. He's fast as hell, too. I like if Devin Achane does not play, I like Ollie Gordon. I mean, I think he'll be just fine in this offense. Mike McDaniel knows how to use all his playmakers well. The running backs Jalen Wright's going to be out as well. But all these running backs, when they get with Mike McDaniel, they play well, man. It's just like in San Francisco and Shanahan, because he came from that Shanahan system. It's the same thing. So this offense is going to be beaming. I expect them to probably put up anywhere from 28 to 30 points in this game. Defensively, we'll see. But like you said, I don't believe in Danny Dimes. You know who else doesn't believe in Danny Dimes? Zaire Franklin. Because
I saw that clip.
When Daniel Jones got named captain, he was looking crazy as hell. Like, what the hell are we doing? So, ladies and gentlemen, I got the Dolphins by double digits.
I'm not gonna say double digits. I'm gonna say they'll probably win by something silly like 8 points. It'll be something silly like that because Daniel Jones done some dumb shit, and he just messed them up.
I will say this: if the Dolphins come out slow, and the Colts can gain some confidence, and Daniel Jones can gain some confidence, it is week 1.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
I agree with that.
Especially what if Tyler Warren starts going off? You know what I mean? We don't know. What if Michael Pittman and Josh Downs, they show up?
If
A.D.
Jonathan
Mitchell.
Taylor does
and Jonathan
what he
Taylor
does,
has a big runs because he can run the hell out that football.
It all depends on how fast Dolphins get on their ass.
Yeah, because the Dolphins come out and Tyreek Hill 80-yard touchdown off rip. You know what I mean? It's done.
Shit cooked.
You know what I mean? But like I said, it's week 1. Anything can happen during week 1. We don't know.
I think that's what we should title week 1, the video. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
All right. Bengals and Browns. Speaking of anything can happen. You gonna jump on there? You gonna jump out there and do it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I can't do it. Bengals, honestly, if you are into fantasy football, FanDuel, DraftKings, I think every week you should be thinking about taking Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, somebody. One of them every week should be taken. They're going to be scoring points, and it ain't going to change. Week 1, they're going to put up some points against the Browns here because I feel like the Browns' offense isn't going to be able to move the ball enough. That's going to keep the Browns defense on the field too often. They get tired, and it's just going to be a long day for them. I just don't feel like Joe Flacco in his 40s. I feel like the Bengals are going to put a lot of pressure on him. If you get pressure on Flacco, he makes mistakes, and it could be a long, long day. I do like Jerry Jeudy, and I do like David Njoku, but the running back situation is not very good right now, right? Quinson Jenkins is not here. Obviously, they replaced Nick Chubb. Jerome Ford and Dylan Sampson, that's your one. I don't know if that's going to be enough to help Flacco. You got to have a running game in this NFL. You cannot just throw the ball. I do not trust a 40-year-old Joe Flacco to just win this game by himself. He's going to need some help. I don't see it happening. I got the Bengals putting up 30 points for sure. I can see this definitely being a double-digit game for sure. What you got?
All right, so I definitely think this is a division game, so it's going to be tough. Like, it seems like, they're going to blow the Browns out, but we know they shit is always tough. They still got Denzel Ward back there. They still got Myles Garrett. They still have a good defense, presumably. And we don't know about the Bengals defense. So if the Bengals defense is ass and the Browns can put up points, it could be an interesting game. I could see it being close by halftime or third quarter. But once them boys get tired and Jamar Chase starts, all right, I see y'all done now, it might start getting ugly at the end. But in the beginning, it's going to be close. And Joe Burrow has been known to start slow. If anything can happen, in week 1, Joe Burrow could continue.
They played during this preseason, though. They
did.
played. That's the whole point.
But that's preseason.
To combat it. They play during preseason.
I get that.
They're in rhythm.
We hope.
I agree with you. Myles Garrett is a force to be reckoned with, but he can only do so much.
He can only
and
do
Denzel
so much.
Ward can only guard one side of the field. So you might be right. It could stay closer than it should for a little bit. And like you said, the Bengals defense is not the best. But the problem is they're going against an offense that's not very good either.
Joe Flacco can do some things when he.
You just called him Joe
like
Flacco.
I mean, that's what we call him.
And that's what's going to end up happening.
He's going to have some fluky plays. Jerry Jeudy might break off or something. And Njoku is going to produce. Him and Njoku have a great connection.
Those are the two weapons. But that isn't going to be enough.
We'll see. I'm not putting up a case for the Browns at all. I think it's going to be close in one of those weird games.
Listen, let's all be honest, ladies and gentlemen. All we're waiting for is when are they going to put this man on the field? Shador Sanders. When are we going to get Shador? That's what we care about. This is for the Browns. Let's all just be honest. We care about when are we going to see Shador Sanders. Hell, when are we even going to see Dylan Gabriel? He's going to be first up. Because we already know this season for the Browns is cooked.
Yeah,
they're not going anywhere fast whatsoever.
We just want to see that. All right. 49ers and the Seahawks.
This is a tough game.
Really?
Yeah.
What's tough about it? Because I have the 49ers. No problem.
I think it's a tough game.
The reason I had the 49ers, I feel like the return of Christian McCaffrey in rare form is about to be electric, as always. Ricky Parcell, I think this is his moment. I drafted him so I could be biased. But anyway, I digress. I think Brock Purdy has a lot to prove because we shitted on him last year. Like, hey, you see what happened without the weapons?
Pretty sure he got paid, so we'll get the proof.
He got paid. So now it's time for you to, kind of show us. But I think that Robert Saleh being back in the building going to have that defense ready. They're going to be excited. And I really feel like if we're going to say Sam Darnold with a straight face and say that he's going to outplay Brock Purdy, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. Sam Darnold has always been...
outplayed a lot of people last season.
That was last season. Well, he had Jefferson.
Okay, and he has Jackson Smith and Jigba, JSN, and he has, when healthy, one of the better route runners in the league in Cooper Kupp. It ain't like they got nothing out there.
I'm not saying that, but I just don't trust Sam Darnold. I trust Brock Purdy over Sam Darnold.
To me, this is a tough game. Like you said before in the last one, if you're going to say that the Bengals and the Browns are a division game and that's going to be a little tough for the Bengals, this is definitely going to be tough for the 49ers. This is also a division game. They're going to be on the road with the 12th man in Seattle. Everyone knows Seattle is going to play tough. They got one of the better defenses in the league, good secondary. They got Witherspoon, Tariq Woolen. They got good defensive pressure. Obviously, they do have a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. He played very well for the Vikings last year. He has good weapons. And Jackson Smith and Jigba and Cooper Kupp, they have a good, one of the better 1-2 punches in the backfield with Kenneth Walker III and Zach Cabernet. This is a good football team, the Seattle Seahawks. And they're going to put up a battle against the 49ers, who is also a good football team. This is one of the tougher games to predict this week. You need to put some respect on the Seahawks name because this could come down to a field goal at the end of the game.
You think so?
Yes, because as good as the 49ers have been over the years, last season wasn't a good season. And now they trade Deebo Samuel. They're not going to have Brandon Ayuk. Their lead receivers right now are Ricky Purcell, who needs to prove himself, and Juwan Jennings, who's never been a number one in his life. And they got to sit here and they got to produce. Luckily, they do have George Kittle still at tight end, who's amazing. And they do got McCaffrey in the backfield. And they have a good 1-2 punch with Brian Robinson Jr. But the Seahawks are a good football team. And so are the 49ers. So it'll come down to the end. To me, it can go either way. You're going 49ers. I can understand that. I'm going to go with Seattle at home to pull this off. They're going to get the job done at home because they're at home. If it was the other way around, I'll go 49ers. That's how close to me this week one matchup is going to be.
Okay.
If it wasn't week one and we get to see more, but right now, this ain't the same 49ers team that we've seen over years past. So we got to see how they looking now. They do got Salah back.
I just trust Shanahan. I trust Shanahan.
Did you trust him last season?
Bro, last year was an aberration, bro. They were injury riddled, bro.
It happened, and it happened.
I hate the 49ers.
And
so I'm not.
They're a young. This is a young football team. They're receivers. They don't have Brandon Ayuk right now, right? It's going to come down to, like you said, is Purcell's going to produce?
If he does, it's up.
Is Juwan James going to produce? You know what I mean? To me, there's some questions that need to be answered first with 49ers.
Now, this is the tough game. The Bills and Ravens. When I say tough, this is extremely tough for me. And I still haven't came to a point where I've made a decision. Like,
I've made a decision.
You have?
Yeah. And this decision is kind of easy for me.
I'm going to say it first. I'm going to let you go. I'm taking the Ravens. Go ahead.
I'm taking the Ravens.
Oh, okay.
And it's as simple as that. This is the regular season, folks, where the Baltimore Ravens are at their best. And this is the playoffs, I'm taking the Bills. But during the regular season, I'm taking the Ravens because the Ravens have always been so good during the regular season. They always start the season off very, very well. And once again, I just don't see how the Bills are going to stop this running game to begin the season. I just feel like too much Lamar, too much Derrick Henry. They're going to use Keaton Mitchell. He's fast as hell.
Man,
Justice Hill out the backfield's great. They got a lot of weapons there. I like Zay Flowers. He's amazing. They still going to have Mark Andrews, and he needs to make up for that trash-ass game he had last season. He's going to do that. Isaiah Likely's amazing. Also, you got DeAndre Hopkins. He's going to do his thing. I know y'all going to be like, oh, he's old and stuff. He's going to have a good season under Lamar. Lamar's going to make sure, get him the ball. Rashad Bateman.
Okay, I was waiting on it.
He's a very improved receiver from last year. He's getting better and better. They got some weapons out there, and honestly, that defense is top tier. It's a top-tier defense. I think they're going to do enough in this game to get enough stops against Josh Allen, and they're going to win this game. And I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout. I'm not going to say that. I just feel like the Ravens are always going to be in control of this game. So I can see them winning this game 28-21.
Damn. 7 points? 6 points?
I just see them always having a 10 to 7 point lead where they're never really in danger and trouble. It's early in the season, and when I look at early in the season, I always believe in the Ravens. The Ravens have never started off a season bad. They always come out the gates firing.
Well, one, I just want to say this because I want to remember it. Bateman is their number 2 receiver. So just go ahead. Bateman is before Hopkins. And that's, I needed to say that. But anyway.
You can say that, but at the end of the day, we'll see. Hopkins still got some juice in the tank.
But the reason I roll with the Ravens is the Ravens actually have the better roster from top to bottom. I just feel like they have the better roster, better quarterback too. I like
that's debatable.
It's gonna be debatable,
because in the playoffs he don't show up. So in the regular season we can say this, but when it comes to playoffs, in the playoffs you're not taking the Ravens. I know
you're talking about a regular season game though.
Yeah, that's why I know you're gonna take the To me, the quarterback stuff is a toss up. You can't go wrong with either of those guys. But the backfield is not a toss up to me. I like James Cook, but it's not a toss up. It's pretty obvious.
I'm taking Derrick Henry over James Cook.
That's what I'm saying. Even though James Cook's a good back or whatever, it's still obvious that the Ravens have a better backfield overall.
Okay,
what I'm saying is I'm not trying to downplay James Cook as a back Ray Davis as a tandem.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not, to me, on the same level as a Derrick Henry, a Justice Hill, and a Keaton Mitchell.
The main reason I got the Ravens is because Jair and them boys in the secondary.
Don't sleep on Marvin Humphrey.
And
Kyle Hamilton.
I agree. I'm not saying don't sleep on him. I'm just saying I ain't feel like going down the whole list. But Keon Coleman? That's your number one?
I think the number one is Shakir.
Shakir? Okay, Tupac. They going to strap them up. No problem. It's going to all come down to Josh Allen.
Don't sleep on Shakir. No problem now.
He's
a route runner. He's a route runner, man. If anyone's going to get, I promise you, if anyone's going to get open, it's going to be him.
I agree, but
also, what about the linebackers? Can they keep up with Dalton Kincaid? Can they keep up with Dawson Knox? That's really where the mismatch I feel like they need to go to.
Because they're not putting Roquan on them.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
That is where if I'm the Bills, that's what I would try to exploit. Because like you said, I'm not scared of Keon Coleman.
Yeah, bro, we're not.
But Shakir can scare me because of his route running ability.
I still think they're gonna strap them up. James Cook, it'll be a little problem, but I just feel like the Ravens defense
front seven's very, very stout.
It's super stout. It's not. There's nothing that's gonna jump out on paper for me when looking at the Bills. Like this is where they had the advantage outside the tight ends, but I don't even know if that's the heavy advantage. But it's going to come down to Josh Allen being Superman, and it's a regular season. It's the first game. It's going to be tight. I think it's going to be some weird shit like a 2-point game. Like, just like the last time they played, came down to like a 2-point conversion or something like that. I feel like if I had to say a score, it'd be 26-27, something like that. It's 26-28.
I don't know. Regular
like
season, I don't know, man. The Ravens come out, it would not shock me if they won by double digits, honestly. It's just the way it comes out.
Crazy.
That's the last time I met in the regular season, it was a blowout. So I mean, and it was by the Ravens. They blew them out. It wouldn't shock me in the beginning of the season. This is what the Ravens do. They come out, they always come out firing if they went ahead and they took care of business here. But then when it came to playoff time, it won't be the same. The first game of the season sometimes these teams come out flat. But the Ravens never come out flat. And that's what scares me about the Bills. The Bills, another thing is, in my opinion, the Ravens know that their division is going to be harder.
Oh, so they know they can't lose any game.
That's the way I feel about it. Like, they got the Steelers and they got the Bengals. These are very good football teams. I'm sorry. The Bills know they can take a loss or two, and they'll be fine with the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Patriots. Everyone knows the Bills win that division. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it.
Okay. Damn, I still can't do double digit. We're going to have to watch. That's Sunday night, right?
Yeah, it's Sunday night.
We're going to be in New Orleans watching that shit. We're going to see what's going down. All right. It's your time. The Falcons and the Bucs.
This is going to be a very, very tight game. It's a division game. Falcons have had our number all of last season. Even though that was with Kirk Cousins, it's still the same playmakers out there.
Isn't it the last 3 years his 4-2 record against y'all?
Something like that.
Jesus.
I mean, it hasn't really mattered because we win the division every year. But that's here there. I want this win bad because I want the Falcons to understand that we on their ass. So I want the Bucs to go in to the Mercedes Dome, and I want us to really dominate them. Do I think that's what's going to happen? No, because Todd Bowles is our coach. So I'm be sweating the whole damn game.
Bruh, no
That's just the way it is with the Bucs, man. The
hold
Bucs have a very hard time blowing out opponents. So I know I'm not expecting that to happen against the Falcons. This is going to be a very, very close game. I expect Kyle Pitts to have 100 yards or close to it. He will dominate us. He always dominates us. We don't have any safeties or linebackers who can keep up with Kyle Pitts. He's always a mismatch problem for us. Also, I feel like we're going to bracket Drake London and we're going to keep him to a okay game. But I still expect him to be a problem here and there. A big issue is going to be out the backfield, Bijan Robinson. I think we're going to do a great job with stopping the run like we always do. We're always a top-tier run defense with Villa in the middle. And obviously, Levante David gets a lot of tackles for a loss. These are two of the better defensive players in the league, in my opinion. But the big problem we're going to have here is out the backfield with Bijan Robinson. Like, it was great when we had a prime, motivated Devin White to stop, like, the Bijans and the Alvin Kamaras because they had the speed to do well. But Levante David is 35 years old. He ain't going to be able to keep up with Bijan. And these other linebackers are kind of like they're new, young. I think there's going to be a rookie out there. I'm a little bit worried about Bijan out the backfield. This is going to be a very close game. I do feel like our offense is going to move the ball constantly. I don't really see the Falcons stopping this very often. I think this has a chance to be a high-scoring game. I have the Bucs winning this football game 31-28. Chase McLaughlin hits a game-winning field goal at the end. Baker Mayfield throws a nasty 15-yard pass to get us in the field goal range to Emeka Egbuka. I think we get this game with a walk-off. 31-28, Bucs win. Dirty Birds, I'm respecting you in week one. I think that y'all do have talent. By the end of the season, we going to be on your ass.
Oh, hell nah. I looked at this game last night. I'm looking at the depth charts. I'm looking at the previous games y'all played. I think the Bucs are just going to dominate. I think the Bucs are going to beat them by 10 points. One, they're starting 2 rookies on their defense. One is safety and one at corner. You can't do that against Baker. I just don't think that shit gonna fly. Mike Evans.
We're starting rookies too on defense.
I'm not worried about that though.
Huh?
I'm not worried about that.
We got one at corner, Benjamin Morrison, and actually we're starting two. Parrish too at the slot. We're starting two rookie. Yeah.
But Bowles is a better defense coordinator than Raheem.
That's debatable. Morris is good.
But
defense. Good.
But Bowles' defense, it does the thing. All he does is blitz. So I mean, I'm not. That's why I'm not mentioning it.
I can't believe you're saying no this for this game. This is our division, the South. Is
right. Let
tight.
me finish breaking it down. Like you said, you bracket Drake London. Who else? Darnell Mooney is questionable, right?
Yeah, but
the last time y'all played them, they had some crazy shit happening. One was Kirk Cousins going crazy,
which he always does against the Bucs.
This is Michael Penix, right?
It is. I respect
have we
him.
Seen,
though.
I respect him too. But have we seen him yet fully?
He played very well against the Panthers. He played very well against the Commanders. I've seen enough from him to know he will give the Bucs even some problems.
You think he'll give y'all problems?
Yes.
All
and
right,
week
bro.
one, it's week one.
I think Bucky
week
Irvin.
One, people don't be playing their zones correctly and stuff. The game is going to be close.
I think Bucky Irvin is about to continue to shine. Ibuka, I just hate that y'all got him. It's like he gave y'all more life for the next 10 years. But Ibuka is about to go crazy on their defense. I think y'all offense is going to be so dominant on their defense. And I don't think their offense is going to completely dominate y'all defense. I don't see that.
I can see it. Because it's week
I get
one.
Kyle Pitts.
And Kyle Pitts always destroys us.
Bro.
Always. It ain't going to change now. And they're at home, too. Being at home matters.
That is a little bit of trouble right there. And I do agree with Bijan coming out the backfield could be a problem. But I don't feel like the Falcons have enough. And I think the Bucs still have too much offensive power for that defense that hasn't really improved. The defense hasn't improved.
You have to remember, no Chris Godwin.
And K. Otten is still a little iffy.
Otten, no Jalen McMillan.
That's fine.
No Tristan Wirfs. These are very important pieces to be missing.
They are.
Against a division opponent. Now, the Falcons are missing Mitch McGary, the blind side for Michael Penix. So I do expect Hassan Reddick to go off in this game, to have a reemergence, to show people that what he showed in the Jets is not who he is. That's not who he is. That he's still that player from the Eagles. Now, even though I think that might happen, I have to be realistic and understand that this is week one. This is going to be a close football game. It's on the road. Winning on the road in NFL is very, very hard.
I just trust Baker more than I trust Michael. Week one, Baker's been there. He's been showing his ass. Mike Evans is a veteran, and he's consistent. Mbuka's fresh, and he's new. But I think new receivers always do well. They don't really come out here choking early. I think Bucky is going to step up. I think Reddick is going to show some flashes. If it comes down to Kyle Pitts and Bijan just going crazy, then all right, bro. But
you saying by double digits, I just don't see that. I see a very,
you want to know the score?
What's going to be the score?
31-21.
Well, I had 31-28. I just feel like the Falcons, they got enough firepower to keep up for a while. And at home, that gives them a little bit more of a push. This game will be close. I do see Anton Winfield Jr. making a big play in this game that could change the course.
I say something like, it'd be something like 24-21, Falcons driving, pick six game, 31-21. That's why I say 10 points. It's not saying like they're just gonna, no problem. I just think it'll be close until one mistake, or it'll be close until the Bucs get the ball back on the final drive and Bucky Irvin just drains out the clock and scores 31 points.
I 100% think the Bucs are the better football team. On week one, these games be close as hell. But by the time we play them again, we'll be on their ass.
Now, if y'all lose, that's not good. I don't think that's good.
It's not good because of what we got going on week 2 and then week 4.
Yeah.
So, no, we definitely need to get this win. I think Bowles is going to get this team right. I'm not too worried. I feel like we got the win. Next game up, the New York Football Jets. They're going to face a steel curtain. The Pittsburgh Terrible Tower Steelers. Who you got?
This seems like easy money, my boy. Steelers? Easy money. I feel like that Steelers defense is going to bother the fuck out of
Justin
Fields because they seen him. They practice against him, so they know what he's capable of. They're going to be ready for him, no problem. Aaron Rodgers is going to have a bone to pick with the Jets, so he's going to be prepared. I like that defense so much. I'm not really worried. I just Justin Fields is cool, but is he really going to be a top 15 quarterback? I think he'll probably be maybe 20-ish. And so that would be the difference. It'll be Justin Fields going against an extremely stout defense and Mike Tomlin knowing all his, tendencies and all of that. DK Metcalf, he's going to make Sauce look kind of crazy sometimes because Sauce be bullshitting on his tackles. DK might break a few. I think Tyler Warren, he's going to do his thing coming out the backfield. I mean, Jalen Warren, you know what I'm saying. Warren. I'm going to just start saying last names. But I think it's simple as that. Steelers come out. It'll be a tight game. I can see something like 21-18. But I got the Steelers. I wouldn't even waste any time on it. Just put the bet in. Send it in there.
I'm taking the under in this game, actually.
Oh, for sure.
These teams ain't scoring many points. You got two of the better defenses in the league. And honestly, I'm really wondering how these two teams are going to really score. I mean, the Jets' run defense isn't the best. But I feel like Rodgers could struggle here because after DK Metcalf, I guess you can go Jonnu Smith. These weapons are not proven. We need to see what Calvin Austin can do. We need to see what Scotty Miller can do and Roman Wilson can do. We need to see what Pat Freiermuth can do, right? Caleb Johnson, that's a rookie in the backfield with them. We know what Jalen Warren can do. I think they have enough weapons, obviously. We know DK Metcalf is a dog. But the Jets have a good pass defense. We know what they have back there with Sauce Gardner. You know what I mean? They got good safeties as well. Cisco. This is a good team, man. Like, the Jets have a really good defense. Offensively, like you said, I don't know if I believe in Justin Fields. Obviously, we're teaming back Fields and Garrett Wilson, but is that enough, right? Is that enough against a really stout, one of the better top 5 defense? What will Justin Fields be able to do when he gets that pressure from T.J. Watt?
He gonna make mistakes.
When Hayward's coming up the middle. You know what I mean? What's he going to be able to do? Patrick Queen's out there chasing them around. What's he going to do then? I think, as you said, I think it's going to be a tight game at first, but it wouldn't surprise me if this game is like 16-6 or something in that range, 16-7 or something. Like, I just see a lot of field goals in this game. I don't see a lot of touchdowns. This is going to be, for sure, a defensive struggle. But I'm with you. I got the Steelers. Mike Tomlin over Aaron Glenn, first game.
One of our friends, he's not going to be happy about that Jets commentary. But
He'll be all right.
He'll be all right. All right, Jags and Panthers. Oh, my God.
Tough game. It's a tough game.
Is it really tough?
Go either way.
You think so?
You don't think so?
Better quarterback.
Who?
What do you mean who? It's Lawrence. Come on, bro.
Obviously, overall, I mean, we know Trevor Lawrence has been to the playoffs, but I mean, Bryce Young, like I told you before, Bryce Young was looking good at the end of the season. The last 7 games is looking pretty good.
Better wide receiver.
You're gonna obviously go Brian Thomas, but after Brian Thomas, we don't know yet. Obviously, we think Travis Hunter is gonna be good, but let's not sleep on the Panthers receiving core.
Better backfield.
That's debatable.
What? Etienne?
He didn't
Tate Bisbee?
He didn't look very good last year. What have they done? Well, these are names. Chuba Herbert has produced. Don't sleep here and sleep on him.
I said better backfield for a reason. I didn't say. I think that backfield is better.
Listen, Liam Cohen's a new head coach with a new system. We gotta see if it's implemented correctly. If these boys can do it. But the Panthers have been. Canales has had a year with this quarterback, with this system, do not sleep on the Panthers.
LA, their defense ain't shit.
The defense will be improved.
Trevor Lawrence is gonna feast on them.
The defense will be improved. But I think this could go either way. It's a close game.
How is it close? It's not close.
Listen, man, you sleeping on the Panthers. This I told
Right.
you. They're going to be an underrated team. And this game right here will show it. These are two of the probably the most underrated teams in both their conferences. Because I think, obviously, the Jaguars make the playoffs. And I told you, the Panthers have a chance to be a wild card. They are not a team to be slept. We saw how they looked in the last season.
Okay, we haven't did this all podcast. Give me like a view of what you think the box will look like. The stats and shit.
I can see Bryce Young throwing for about close to 300 yards, honestly.
300,
I'm serious.
bro.
Bro,
What?
Yes, bro.
Okay, out of 300, I'll say, so what you saying? McMillan,
T-Mac going to have his thing. Xavier Leggett, yep.
so what, 100 each?
Coke. I mean, they got some tight ends. They just re-signed Hunter Renfrow. They re-signed him for a reason. Good route running. I'm not sleeping on this team. And I'm not sleeping on Dave Canales. They showed something in the last season. I think they're going to bring it into this season. Do I see them winning this game? I don't know. If you put a gun in my head, I probably would take the Jaguars. But it would be 24, 21, 28, 24. It'd be close, man. I really believe the Panthers are going to be better than what people think. I think you're sleeping on them, really, because you're forgetting about how good they looked at the end of last season.
I'm going 27-20.
And the Jaguars' defense has not looked very good. So we need to see them improve, too.
I agree. I'm fine with that, but I think the Jaguars are a better team than the Panthers. I think the Jaguars.
Didn't
are a
they end
better
up with the same record? I mean, come on. It wasn't like the Jaguars. You know, what I mean, we need to see something.
Brian Thomas, but
he's a dog. He's
to
the
say
best
Bryce
player
Young is going to have 300. That means T-Mac is going to have 100 yards, right?
He could. You're like, that couldn't happen.
No.
Okay.
Man.
Put Travis Hunter on him. We'll see how many yards he get.
And this is also us seeing Travis Hunter. I think that's like really a distraction. I don't think he's gonna be that big of a deal, honestly. If just keep it a buck.
He better be a deal on the offense side of the ball.
Yeah, on the offensive side, I think he's gonna be a bigger deal than.
I just remember seeing the Panthers give the Bucs problems last season. At the end of the season,
those are division games.
They should have beat the Eagles. They should have beat the Eagles.
They did. They should have.
Listen, you are sleeping on the Panthers. I'm telling you.
They should have.
This is not a team to be just saying they're going to lose no more. I'm putting respect on them. Listen, if you bet money, go think about betting on the Panthers a little bit more this season. They're going to give you some upsets.
Now, I do have one caveat. I think I saw a little stat. The Jaguars gave up, they were 27, 28th versus the pass last year.
So that 300 yards wouldn't be too bad, wouldn't it?
If that happens, if they haven't gotten better, if that happens, it might be closer than it needs to be, and I am worried. But I digress. That's what I got for that. I'm actually really excited for that game. I hope we're able to, that's a 1 o'clock game?
I think so.
We ain't going to be able to see it, but for sure.
Here is the easiest game of the weekend, in my opinion. The Titans versus the Broncos. What you got?
Yeah. Come on, bro. Sean Payton. Come on. Vic Fangio against Cam Ward. It's this looking like I'm gonna go ahead and say this is looking like either 14-28. Maybe 13-28. That would be my prediction. I think Bo Nix, with another year under his belt, with another year with Cortland Sutton, with another year with that team, he's going to elevate them even more. And we haven't even talked about the defense, what they're going to do to a rookie quarterback. Oh, my God. I don't even think we didn't even have to say too much. Now, I do like Calvin Ridley, but come on, man. Patrick Surtain, I might not even start really because of that.
PS2.
I might not even start him. What else are we supposed to say? It's the Titans, bro. They had the number 1 pick, and they coming out here with a rookie quarterback against a stout-ass defense. Come on, bro. That's simple as that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's simple for me. Without a shadow of a doubt, the Denver Broncos are about to get in that ass against the Tennessee Titans. I don't want to have to say all the names, but I'm just going to tell you the score. Broncos getting 30 in this one. They at home. Them fans get crazy over there. Incomplete. I got the Broncos getting up 30. And the Titans might get 10 or 14 points. Yeah. The Denver Broncos defense is crazy. That's a very good defense. Fundamentally sound. Offensively, you already know what time it is. They had another weapon in R.J. Harvey. Listen, Marvin Mims, Cortland Sutton, Evan Ingram at tight end now. Bo Nix going to go crazy. This right here, put your money on the house here. Take the Broncos with the spread. Easy.
Hey, I'm bleeping out that betting app that we talked about because they ain't sponsored us. Fuck that.
That's true. Next up.
Hey, is it Vic Fangio?
Or it's Fangio.
Fangio?
Yeah.
Whatever. You know what I meant.
It's fine. Lions, the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field, baby. The frozen
I feel like there's a lot of hype, but the Lions have had their way with the Packers over the years. So I'm going to just have to roll with the Lions. I think it's going to be close. If Parsons is going to play, which he should play, right? It's very interesting, but there's still a lot of question marks from Green Bay. Defense might have improved, but is Matthew Golden going to be the number 1 receiver now? I don't know. Is Jordan Love going to take that next step? Because if the best quarterback on the field is Jared Goff, you kind of got to roll with Goff. I love St. Brown. Got him on my fantasy team. I love Gibbs and Montgomery. Sonic and Knuckles, they're going to come out that backfield. They know the Packers. The Packers know them. It's going to be extremely tight, and I would definitely take the over. But I think the Lions just going to have their way with them. Their coach is going to be more ballsy as usual. 4th and 1, it don't matter. He's going to get it done. I'm going to go with something weird like 34-31 Lions.
Lions got a new offense and defensive coordinator. Got to see how they working out the new systems, see how they looking. This game in Green Bay, I'm thinking it's going to be closer than it needs to be. I want to take the upset here. I really do. I really want to take the Packers. I really want to believe in Josh Jacobs. I want to believe in Matt Golden. I want to believe in Romeo Doubs. I want to believe in Wicks. I want to believe in Tucker Kraft. I want to believe in Marshawn Lloyd. I want to believe in all these weapons they have on that side of the ball. But I can't do it. I got to roll with the Detroit Lions in this one. They just have their number, and until we see otherwise, how can you pick against it? You know what I mean? We know what the Lions have offensively. One of the best offenses in the league. This is third year in a row they've been doing this. So I don't see anything different. Until we see otherwise and they see the Packers make this next step, you got to roll with the Lions. Simple as that. I got the Lions win this game. 24-17. I see it being a little bit more low scoring. First game. Got to get the Knicks and Knacks out first. But I'm taking the Lions for sure. Next up on the board, Los Angeles Rams against the Houston Texans. What a tough game this is going to be.
So, y'all don't know this yet because we haven't told y'all, but the Texans is our common ground team. A team that we both root for because we're obviously rivals. But the Texans are our team. I love the Texans. I love C.J. Stroud. But the Rams are about to beat them. Simple as that. I think Devontae Adams, Puka Nuka, boy, they about to have fun. Stingley's going to do something. I don't know who he's going to shut down. either or, but one of them going to go crazy. Kyron Williams coming out the backfield. He's going to do his thing. Matthew Stafford, if that back is upright, I wouldn't be surprised if they blew out the Texans back. I'm sorry. My score would be something like 31-24, 31-21. I feel like C.J. Stroud and Nico Collins, they're going to connect. They're going to do their thing. But that running back, Nick Chubb, that's who they have out there? I don't know.
Dameon Pierce, Woody Marks.
Nah, come on, bro. I don't know. I can't do that. So that's just the main reason. And the Texans' offensive line, did it really get better? We'll have to find out because Jared Verse and them boys is not about to be fucking around. They're coming. I think it's as simple as that. I just think Rams got it.
Houston, we have a problem. I'm going to need for Will Anderson to get pressure and then knock down Matthew Stafford to test that back out. Because that will be the way to get the win in this game. Getting pressure on Stafford, making him feel uncomfortable, hitting him, because he obviously is having a back issue. Because if he is Matt Stafford, top 10 quarterback Matt Stafford, like my co-host just said, it's going to be a long day because you got two of the best route runners in the game on the same team. Devontae Adams is an upgrade from Cooper Kupp. And Puka Nacua is a dog. And not only that, but they still got Tyler Higbee. And they got Tutu Atwell and Whittington. They got some weapons, man. They have a lot of weapons on that team. Even when these receivers go down, they have other receivers that step up. So there's a lot of weapons you got to worry about. Obviously, one of the best running backs in the game in Kyron Williams as well. And then defensively with Jared Verse, Brandon Frisk, what a defensive line they got, man. Ernest Jones at linebacker. They got some dogs out there. Cam Curl hits like a motherfucking beast. That hit power. Cameron Kitchens. They got some players, man. So the Texans have a lot to worry about here. Texans are not anyone to sleep on. They're going to put up a fight. Obviously, you got Stroud, Nico Collins, but they have to rely on Nick Chubb. That's a problem for me, too. The running game, I don't know if it's going to be there. And then you got to rely on some rookie receivers to step up, and Jaden Hiddens and Jalen Noel, two Ohio State boys. Can they step up right now to begin the season? We're going to find out real early on when they play one of the better teams in the league. I got the LA Rams winning this game 24-14. I think it's going to be hard to find a lot of points for the Texans early on. I think they get it going later in the season, but right now, I can't believe in what I'm seeing right now from what they're going to be playing against the Rams, who are just good on both sides of the ball. And the Rams are it's going to be a big steady of Kyron Williams. And when they need to throw the football, they will be able to. I think they're going to ease Stafford in. That's why I'm saying 24. Yeah. I don't think they're going to. Yeah, they're going to ease. Because I don't think they're going to be throwing the ball at me. They're not going to try to put him in a lot of, bad predicaments because they don't want him to have to drop back and get hit. You know what I mean? So 24-14. I got the LA Rams winning this game. Next up. Who that say they gonna beat them Saints, man? Got the New Orleans Saints
and the Cardinals
versus the Arizona Cardinals. Let me hear what you got.
All right, y'all. Who that nation? You know what the season is about. It's about finding out what we have. Last year, I saw Spencer Rattler versus the Broncos. I flew out to see this game, and I was disgusted. It was an awful game. And I vowed to never go see Spencer Rattler again. I did say that. I said, I'm never seeing Spencer Rattler again. I understand he didn't have his offensive pieces and all that. So this time, we're both going. And I swear, my boy, if you disappoint me, I don't know if I can recover. I don't care if you lose this game and win the net 16. I don't know if I can forgive it. I'm kind of capping. But thought a lot about this game. Looked at it. They have a lot of things that we're weak at. Their receivers, Marvin Harrison, I don't know who's going to cover him. If Alontae Taylor's not out there, I don't know if I can trust Kool-Aid to be a number one corner yet. We struggle heavily, and I mean heavily, against tight ends. Matt Bryant might put up $150 on us or 100. It's bad. That was under Dennis Allen. Brandon Stanley, maybe you can change it. And we struggle a lot with mobile quarterbacks. If Kyler Murray gets upward to 50 to 60 rushing yards, we might be getting blown out. I tried. I looked through the depth chart. I looked through what advantages we have. And I couldn't do it. I would love to say my Saints would do it. But I come here to say the Cardinals beat the Saints 27-17. We're going to be there. And I'm hoping Alvin Kamara shows out, CO12 does his thing, and we put up a great fight in front of the home crowd. We're wearing our gold jerseys for the first time. The end zone would be all gold since the first time since our Super Bowl. I hope we have so much energy and we come out and we do our thing. But I have to be realistic. So, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a blowout. Plain and simple.
They're not blowing us out.
This is going to be a blowout, plain and simple. Listen, the only way the New Orleans Saints get the win here is if Alvin Kamara turns back the clock and has like 80, 90 receiving yards, 80, 90 rushing yards.
Jesus.
He got to go off. Because I feel like they know what to do here. I feel like the Cardinals are going to know what to do. I just don't trust Spencer Rattler. If they had a top 15 quarterback, I could make a case the Saints get this win. The quarterback position is just too bad to win this football game to me. I just can't in any shape or form see it happening. Kyler Murray is so much better than Spencer Rattler. It's not even close. I wish they would have started Tyler Shuck just to see what they had.
Shit, me too.
And because he's more mobile and can do more things. I just can't do it. The reason I say that is because they have weapons here. Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, Brandon Cooks, Trey Palmer now, Tipton. I mean, they have some weapons here. They have Juwan Johnson, Vele. We'll see if he touches the field.
Juwan Johnson got to prove himself.
I'm just saying, they have weapons on this team. It's not like they have nothing. It's just the quarterback position is iffy. They even have good offensive linemen, really. Eric McCoy, Cesar Ruiz. I mean, they even have good offensive linemen. Penning still sucks to me, but
Cesar Ruiz was ass in the preseason, and that's one of the main concerns.
He'll be fine.
I hope so.
He'll be fine. I just feel like for Rattler to be at his best, they need the offensive line has to be perfect. Kamara has to be perfect, and these receivers have to be always open. If not, he's gonna make mistakes. I have the Cardinals winning this game by at least 2 touchdowns. Marvin Harrison Jr. and Trey McBride will both have good games, no doubt about it. James Conner and Trey Benson will get off. And there will be no who dat. We will be seeing fans leaving this game early, ladies and gentlemen. And I will be recording it.
I'm not leaving early.
We're not leaving early for sure. I'm going to be enjoying it. I'll be smiling. So the Saints will be marching out. With that being said.
Oh, one more.
Bears, Vikings, rivalry. Who you got?
I wanna say the Bears because there's so much hype and Ben Johnson.
Yeah, you shitted on JJ McCarthy, didn't you?
Yeah, and I'm not trusting JJ, so I'm gonna just stick with the Bears. I like Rome. I like DJ Moore. Caleb, this is your time. Last year was kind of rough. You know, you had your moments, you had the bright spots, but new regime, new focus. I'm going to go with division game, so it's going to be tough. I'm going to go with something like 18-21 Bears. They squeak one out. I think JJ to Jets it'll be shown. But outside of that, JJ might make some mistakes. That's what I would say.
I'm taking the Vikings. I ain't going to be biased here like this guy over here. This guy's biased. He hates the Vikings. Y'all Vikings fans, get on him ASAP. He hates y'all, man. He hates y'all like crazy.
I hate the Vikings.
He hates them.
Oh
He can't be objective, but I can. Vikings get the win. Their defense is crazy. They still got my boy Flores there. They gonna go stupid, dummy, crazy, top tier defense. They'll be blitzing the hell out of Williams. Williams gonna get scared. He'll be throwing some erratic passes. Trust
tripping.
and believe.
You tripping. Nah,
the Vikings are gonna get the job done here. JJ McCarthy is gonna have an amazing first game here. Justin Jefferson, Jetta's gonna go off. Adam Thielen is back. Skull, he is back. They got Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason. What a 1-2 punch that is. T.J. Hawkinson, one of the top tier tight ends, is going to have a good day. I had the Vikings win this game 24-17.
Let me tell you something. Dennis Allen is over there now. He's a great defensive coordinator.
Hawkinson definitely going off then.
And with JJ, I think he's going to be prepared for that. Now, I do have some worries because Dennis Allen struggles with tight ends. And if Hawkinson goes crazy, I can see that. But that secondary is going to be ready. I think the Bears have a decent defense, especially against a division team that they know.
The Bears have a decent defense, but it ain't going to be enough.
All right.
I'm telling y'all. Skull.
Man. That was a long one. We didn't anticipate that being that long, but that's week 1. We didn't talk about the Chiefs and the Chargers because we know the Chiefs going to win, bro. So we're just going to say that. But we'll see y'all next time. Let's Say What's Real. I'm Nick.
I'm Lawrence, and that was episode 18 of Say What's Real. Like, follow, subscribe on YouTube and TikTok.
Bang.